Alright, hey everyone, good evening. Welcome to the channel. Jeff Bache here, all about that Bache. Thank you guys for coming in and checking out the stream today. Just got back from a tournament yesterday in Augusta and just still loving this format. Gym Leader Challenge format is one of the most fun formats I have ever played. If you have not played it, please give it a chance, especially if you have any love at all for Pokemon out there. It is a wonderful game. Sure, the card game itself may have some flaws to it, but this format is wonderful and enjoyable. So hey, anyway, let's get into it before I talk about the deck list, because we're going to be playing a what I'm calling Rapid Raindance deck today, which is pretty sweet. I think you guys will enjoy checking it out and seeing the gameplay. Let's talk about the GLC format in general, just for people that are new out there. The GLC format is a singleton format where you can only play one of each card, the only exception being basic energy. On top of that, you're not allowed any rules box Pokemon, Pokemon Vs, GX, EX, V Stars, V Maxes. Any of those things are not allowed. Even Radiant Pokemon are not allowed. Only single prize Pokemon, of course, there are some exceptions to that. And of course, monotype. You choose your favorite type. Today we'll be playing water, but you got grass, fire, dark, all of those types to choose from. You choose that type, you stick to it, and you build your deck around it. It's a great format, lots of different things going on. Yeah, check it out. If you haven't had a chance, gymleaderchallenge.com is the biggest resource I can send you guys to, and the Tricky Gym Discord is also a great resource. Really, really, really recommend you guys check that out if you have not already done that. All right, let's talk about the deck. So again, we're going to be playing Water Deck Rapid Raindance. This list comes to us from DT Leonardo, who took this to a first place finish in one of the Cardboard Warriors tournaments that goes online. Deck list is pretty sweet. It's kind of an amalgam of two different ideas. It's got a little bit of the traditional Rain Dance decks where you accelerate energy onto your heavy hitters with Blastoise's Deluge ability. Then you also have Frosmoth's Ice Dance ability, which lets you accelerate energy onto your bench Pokemon. You accelerate energy onto your heavy hitters. Lapras does 100 damage to one of our opponent's benched Pokemon, which typically can knock them out, and we can do it quite early. Articuno is a heavy hitter. We got to flip coins to do it, but if it does land, we're taking an extra prize because of this ability, the alpha ability up here. Again, up to about, what is this, 40 times 3, 120, 140 damage here. Again, typically a knockout in the GLC format. You got some big boys that might live through it, but this is hitting about 80% of the format. On top of that, this list is playing Wishiwashi, the schooling shot, 30 more damage for each basic energy attached to this. So we have a limitless ceiling here where we can just do stuff. It also gets 150 more HP. We're playing the Rapid Strike version here because we are playing a Rapid Strike energy in our deck. On top of all of this, of course, you got Inteleon, which just might be the best water Pokemon printed. Its Shady Dealings ability lets you go and get 2 trainers as long as you've evolved it from hand. On top of that, for 2 energy, 120 damage to the active, 20 to the bench. Drizzile also giving you Shady Dealings, giving you 1 trainer, so its evolutions are just working overtime there. One of the things that this deck list is doing that might be different than some of the other water deck lists that you guys have seen being played online or on the Gym Leader Challenge website is this Empoleon. 1 water damage, or 1 water energy, 60 damage to one of our opponent's Pokemon, so we get to snipe whatever we need to. But if it's in our discard pile and we have no cards in hand, we just get to draw 3 cards and we get to put this onto the bench. So we're actually not playing its earlier evolutions, we're just playing this, and then our deck has a heavier discard theme. The one that Teddy, yeah, this is kind of, so there's 2 lists that are going around. One of them is the Rapid Strike deck that's playing a lot of these cards, Lapras, Starmie, this Wishiwashi, and that require this Rapid Strike energy. And then there's a second list that's playing typically a Wailord and kind of heavier, higher HP, bigger hitters in their list. A Wailord, a different Lapras than the one we're playing. And this is kind of a combination of both lists. This list is a little bit less reliant on your Blastoise just because you have things like the Starmie and the Lapras but it's similar. It's very similar to the traditional Raindance list that I think Teddy sent you. Yeah, this is the list I'm going with. But again, our discard outlet, Peony, lets us discard more cards, discard our hand, go get 2 trainer cards. We use those 2 trainer cards. We can instantly get that Empoleon back and draw up to 3. So discarding is not necessarily a disadvantage in our deck when we have cards like Empoleon. Deck is sweet. I'm excited to try it out. Now, one of the unfortunate things, if you guys have been doing, we did get paired up against someone. There is no official way to play GLC on Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. You have to get paired to someone in the Discord. And the Tricky Gym Discord is the only way to do that. So we fortunately got paired against someone. I've been in the queue for a while now. We got to send them a friend request. We're going to play Box 13. If you've seen the stream earlier, we've had some bad luck playing against some opponents where we've played one game and they've got to dip out and we can't find anyone back in the queue, the GLC matchmaker queue. So that part of it's a little bit of a bummer, but I'm hoping that eventually Pokemon will officially adapt GLC as a format, fingers crossed, and then they'll give us that on the client where we can just hop into their Versus client and play the format that we want anyway, and have tournaments through the client as opposed to tournaments online. In limitless TCG. Alright. We lost the coin flip. Alright, we can go first. Alright. I think we want to go first. Sobble, we have Ball Guy. What do we lead with? Do we lead with the Wishiwashi? It's just got 30 HP, so I don't even think we play it. I think we just play Sobble, and we hope we're fine. Right? Our opponent has to mulligan. No basic in hand. Their hand was... Oh, they're playing the Psychic deck. But they're not playing... They might be playing Gallade. So, Boss's Order, Peonia. Alright. Not a lot telling from their hand. We did get to draw an extra card here. Yes, we'd love to draw. I guess we get 2 extra cards here. We're not going to put an extra boy down. We are going to put the Wishiwashi down. And just attach an energy to it. We do not want to just die. We will pass the turn. Next turn, depending on what our opponent does here, it seems right to maybe Ball Guy and just start putting out some boys on our bench. Make sure we have cards in our deck, obviously. Getting Squirtle into Blastoise seems important. We can get the rare candy off of the Drizzile if we need to. And we can Evo Soda the following turn to get Inteleon to get more trainer cards if we need to. So we just have a pretty good start here if all things go as planned. Obviously our opponent can do stuff. This is going to evolve. The Phantom has the Ascension ability where you just activate its attack and it goes and evolves itself. I don't know if our opponent has searched their deck yet. I guess they quick-balled, so they know that they have it in their deck at this point. They're playing the Dragapult deck, which is not a deck I ever want to see ever. Dragapult, for those of you who don't know, and if any damage is done to it, you flip a coin every single time to determine whether or not it's good. Alright, as long as the Pokemon is active, your opponent can't play any item cards from their hand. So that's not great. That is not good. So that means our Ball Guy is just bummed, right? We can't even do anything with that. So we can't play any item cards from our hand. We might just have to Peony and get supporters to get this out of the active spot. That's just brutal, isn't it? Oh, that's rough. I think we have to do it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think we just do it because this is just not a good spot for us. So, we want to get supporters here. So we can't play item cards. I guess we could get a stadium, right? We can get that, and we can get... Oh, it looks like our Guzma is prized. That's rough. I guess we get Irida then. I guess we could always get that since our hand is basically empty, right? So let's Brooklet Hill. Let's go find a guy. Squirtle is in the deck. Wartortle, Blastoise in our deck. I think that's what we do. Let's see what this does. 20 to 2 of our Pokemon. They're not close to that yet, though. Oh, dang it. Alright. Squirtle. Let's get our Squirtle. Alright. And pass turn. It's tough. This is a tough spot to be in. Like our opponent is just ability locking us, or item locking us, and most of our deck is item cards here. They're going to be able to do 20 damage to 2 of our Pokemon. So Tree Slam, 20, 60. So we need to find something fast. Alright. I do want to attach that there. Let's Professor Sycamore. Draw some cards. They are not great, to be honest. Pretty sure we're losing 2 Pokemon next turn. Let's just get Articuno and pass the turn. The better play last turn may have been to get the Articuno, and its Chilling Sigh ability is just going to put their active asleep, and if their Trevenant is asleep, its ability doesn't function. That being said, we're probably going to be 2 prizes behind here because we're losing our Sobble, we're losing our Wishiwashi. We don't really have a way to move this out of the active spot. We do get to Teammates next turn. So Teammates lets us at least rare candy. We can rare candy Blastoise next turn. They can't hit our Squirtle with any of their abilities because of its Shell Shield ability. Alright, Old Cemetery is pretty brutal here. If they play it. So Old Cemetery says whenever any player attaches an energy card to one of their non-psychic Pokemon, put 2 damage counters. Since we're going to be trying to attach a lot of stuff, that can be brutal. Alright, so we're losing 2 boys. We can't play the rare candy from our hand because of the item lock ability. Alright, let's promote Articuno. This is going to be a tough match. Dude, this is just brutal to us. Gosh, do we even want to get that? Like, I think we need a stadium, right? We want a stadium. Do we have one on our deck? I think it's prize. We have Viridian Forest as an option. Okay, so I think we just get Wartortle Lapras. Let's play Lapras. Let's evolve this. Let's... Okay, this is going to put this up to 40 damage. That's pretty rough. Let's do this. And then let's hope that this Trevenant stays asleep through our next turn. Alright, it wakes up immediately. That's awful. We're getting totally boned here. It's all right. This happens in GLC from time to time. Non-games do occur when your opponent just plays their lock piece and you can't get around it. Our Guzma is prized, which lets us switch this out. The Trevenant is just doing work. We've maybe misplayed a little bit by not playing around on the bench. Yeah, and this is tough. Like, our opponent hasn't really done much. They're just in like a commanding position. They're going to do 60 more damage here to our Articuno. We're going to be down another prize, and the way back looks rough. Like 3, 6 of our hand, half of our hand here is just useless. Item card, item card, item card. And the fact that we can only play 1 supporter per turn, just... They get to Guzma. They're going to kill... I guess they can't kill our Wartortle here, right? It's just going to do 60, and then I'm assuming 20 to the Articuno. Alright, let's see what... Tree Slam. Yeah. We are done. We are donezo. Okay. That helps a bit. Let's do this. We get Blastoise. We get an item card, which is completely useless at this point. We can't do anything with it. Might as well grab this Superior Energy Removal. Let's do this. Let's attach this. Just because. And let's say done. Our opponent isn't drawing too much. Okay, them playing that's pretty good for us. Evolution Incense here might also be okay. Maybe they're getting the Haunter? Gardevoir. Let's see what they do with that. They're obviously going to evolve their Kirlia. Or they might discard something to draw 2 cards first, then activate it. You guys can kind of see what can happen when your way around their active Pokemon, our Guzma, is benched, and they get this out on turn 1. This can happen. And now they've got Boss's Order, so I wouldn't be even surprised if they Boss Order up the Articuno and then kill it. So they do 60, 20, 20. They're going to evolve that. And they can't Refinement because they have no cards in hand. So they're going to Tree Slam, which is sad for us. We're going to put up the Lapras. What do we do? I don't think we Nessa, right? Do we get to put them in our hand? So what's in here? 2, 3 Water Energy, and a Wishiwashi maybe? I mean, that's fine. We could also... Do we have a good way to do anything? Alright. If we attach, so... Alright, let's do this. Let's go Starmie, Water, Water, Water. Dut, 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 dut. Are we just dead next turn? I mean, it's not looking too good. I think our only way out is we Icy Wind here and hope. Let's pray. Alright, we're dead. We're dead, boys. Yeah, unfortunate. Unfortunate running to the Trevenant on turn 1. We've asked our opponent here. Alright, let's concede. We just have nothing going on. We just can't do anything here. Super sad. But, we didn't get to see the deck really do its thing. Makes me sad. Again, you guys can see the queue can be a little bit, I don't know, what's the word I'm searching for here? Unpredictable. You know, it's great that there's a way to play it. I wish that that way was on the PTCGO client, you know. Alright, hey, we won the coin flip. Do we want to go first? I think the answer is yes. I think this water deck wants to evolve first, and so going first, I think, is best for us. We're an item-heavy deck as well. Alright, we drew Lapras. Lapras no energy is a little rough. That's okay. We got ways. We got moments to wait for it. All right. Boom. Pass the turn. All right. We are not. Nothing bad is going to happen to us. All right. Nothing bad will happen. All right. Our opponent is going to tag call here. I'm assuming that Guzman Hala is probably in the cards if they're searching for it. Yeah. They probably. What stadium do they want for dark? Seems early to burn it. Okay, Arco Bike. What they discard? They discarded Guzma. They must have a way to get it back. Alright, here's Guzma and Hala. Discarding Piers. And they're just discarding a lot of good cards. Hex Maniac, Piers. Alright, Frozen City, Hustle Belt, and Rainbow Energy. Alright, there's the Spiritomb. I'm going to put 30 on it. 40 damage. Hustle Belt. Scoop Up Net. Okay, so is this just going to kill us on turn 1? Wow. Wow. Dude. Dude. We just got donked. That was brutal. That was brutal. That was brutal. So brutal that I exited out of the client. Whew. Man, giving my opponent the love. Phoenix Fire 712. Alright. Let's challenge our opponent here. Boom. Alright, let's go. Yeah, that was, again, sometimes you get dunked. It just happens. We had one basic Pokemon, nothing doing. Spiritomb just crushed us. Now we know they're playing Frozen City. We are not going first. I don't know what it is, but I have some PTSD about what just happened. I do not want my opponent to do that to me again. Alright, we got the Lapras, we got the energy, we're going first. We have Quick Ball here. We have Reverse Seeker. We're going to put out Lapras. No bench Pokemon. We're not dying this game. We're not doing any killing either, though. Alright. Ooh, they're playing all the cards. They're playing all the cards to put stuff on us. They have to be playing like Crobat or Guzzlord. Alright. Ooh, we will play out Snom. Snom's a pretty good get here. Alright, Capturing Aroma. Lets them search for an evolution Pokemon. They're going to get Weavile. The Weavile is pretty good. The Weavile does 50 damage for each ability Pokemon that I have in play. Since we are a Raindance deck, that's a lot of them. I don't know if we play around that or not. I guess it depends on whether or not they have the Sneevile. Alright. We draw Evo Soda. What do we do here? I think we go Energy. I think we go Quick Ball. I think we ditch Versus Seeker. I think we get Squirtle. Let's play Squirtle. And then, do we Guzman Hala? I think we Guzman Hala, but I think we just search our deck for a stadium card. I want Brooklet Hill. Let's play Brooklet Hill. Let's go and get something good. What's in our deck? So we have Starmie, we have Inteleon, we have Frosmoth. We don't have Drizzile, unfortunately. I think we just want... Oh gosh, do we want... Yeah, I think we want Remoraid, to be honest. Let's get Remoraid. Put on our bench, and then let's make this sleepy. So Peonia is going to come in pretty clutch here, because next turn we can do a lot of things that are good. We might wait a turn to Peony, depending on what we draw to. Again, I think the plan for next turn is... we can Evo Soda into Octillery. We can Evolution Incense into Frosmoth, we can Peony to discard everything. That puts our Blastoise in the bin. Yeah, alright, so they're going to get 2 stadiums here, which is fine. Like, our Brooklet Hill has done its work. And maybe now we go and get a stadium with this, just so that, yeah, it's going to be rough. We just attach so much energy that these cards do a lot of damage to us. We want the old Grapejaw in hand, to be honest, because we're not going to be playing that many basics. Alright, Rattata is awake. It might be dead. Alright, hey, drawing the Empoleon here is pretty sweet. So, let's go Evolution Incense. Let's go and get the Frosmoth. Let's play the Frosmoth. Let's go and get Evo Soda to get Octillery. Let's go ahead and Peonia to get Capricious Bucket, which is going to get us lots of energy. And we'll get Viridian Forest. So let's do these 2 things. Let's play Viridian Forest first. Let's play Capricious Bucket. Let's get some energies. Doop doop. What's the best way to do this? I think we have to attach these energies. So I think we want to do this, and then I think we want to do this. And then we can put Empoleon out. Empoleon's going to draw us 3 cards. Super Rod. Let's put the Blastoise back in our deck. Let's Octillery here. Alright, more energy. So we can go Ice Dance to put an energy here. Let's hold off on this energy for a second. I want to retreat this, and I want to put out the Empoleon. Let's do this, and let's kill that. Alright, take a prize. Alright, Empoleon's showing its worth, man. I'm really impressed with Empoleon. Sure, we had to do some things to get it out, but, like, this is our turn 3. We've got most of our stuff going. Of course, our opponent here is going to play Frozen City. Attach Dark Claw, play an in. Okay. We're going to draw 5 cards. Our opponent's going to draw up to 6. They played their supporter. Alright, we're looking pretty good. Can we kill this? I think there's a way to kill it. I think there's a way. We got 2 water energy. So we can superior energy retrieval. Do we want a superior energy retrieval? There's only 2. We could Nessa. No Pokemon there though. Alright, our opponent's kind of helping us out with that. What has the lowest retreat cost? I guess we put out the Squirtle. Okay. Let's do some work here. What do I want to get? Do we just get the Wartortle? We might just get the Wartortle. We don't evolve yet, right? So, this is tough. Yeah, this is tough. What were we doing this spot? Okay, so we kind of want our hands to be gone, right? This is rough. This is rough. This is rough. I know I keep saying that, but this is rough. We might just let the Squirtle die, right? We're kind of okay with it. And maybe we just evolve into Wartortle here. Let's in. Okay. Not the worst. Let's netball. Let's go see what we can find. Articuno is pretty good find. Trainer mail. Let's grab this Cynthia. Why not? Hisuian Heavy Ball. We're kind of hoping this misses, but it finds something. Do we just say no and we're okay with that? I don't really think we're going to need either of these cards. We're looking for energy here. Okay, faster. Our Wartortle is going to die. Our Lapras is going to be fine. And if they kill this, we have 2 Pokemon with abilities, so this is doing 100 damage, which means our Lapras still dies to that. We do have to attach an energy to it, and maybe we're okay with that, because all the energy comes back into our hand, and then we can attach it to a Pokemon next turn. So again, this Weavile is doing work. We need to find a way. We need to find one of our attackers. Alright, Floatstone. Alright, interesting. It's got free retreat. It's got free retreat. Alright, get up there, Lapras. Okay, we drew a Colress. So, start here. Let's go and get... Wishiwashi dies, believe it or not, because of the energy attachment clause. So I don't think we even want to get that. So we Cynthia here 100% just to get the energy. Alright, cool. We got some energy. So let's go ahead and Ice Dance. It's still going to do damage to it. Alright, we're done. Let's draw up some cards. Alright, there's our Blastoise. Not our best. Alright, let's splash. Let's do 100 damage to that. Our energy comes back to our hands, so we can attach it to the Articuno next turn. Oh, and we find the Drizzile. That's good. That was a good pull off our prize pile there. So now we can Drizzile and go get a training card. I'm not sure what card we want to get. Our opponent, Cynthia, Caitlin, and Guzman Hala. They're going to teammates here. What are you teammates for, my opponent? Again, I think we can basically say thank you to Lapras. You did your job. We appreciate you, Lapras. I have to assume that they've gone to get a bench Pokemon. Dude, this might just be nuts if we get a chance to hit this Inteleon. Okay. Ooh, a little glitch in the client there. Alright, we drew Colress. Okay. So obviously we do want to Inteleon. Yes, we would love to go get a trainer. I think what we would like to get is a Nessa. Let's Nessa. I definitely want Lapras back in the hand, and I want these 3 energy. I want to play out the Lapras. And then I want to go put this here. Then let's go ahead and put an energy here. Let's go ahead and put an energy here. Okay. All that's fine. And then let's hope that our Tri-Edge attack gets some heads. So heads, heads, heads. Cool. So Articuno gets the triple heads, deals 140 damage, and then we get to take 2 prizes here because the card is dumb. We get our Staryu, we get an Ultra Ball, and then I think we're pretty set. Our opponent's going to rescue carrier here. What are you getting back to your hand, my friend? Sneasel and more Pekko. Probably going to play them both out here. Do we have a way to get the Articuno back? Maybe. We'll have to see. We're probably, like, our game plan is probably going to be evolve the... I wish we had a Guzma. Oh, we could get Guzma, right? We can get Guzma and then we can... Oh, okay. Alright. That's not bad. Alright. So now we just evolve this. Play out the Starmie, and then do we some Marnie our opponent so they have less resources? I think we just do this, right? And then let's Marnie. Let's just get our opponent having less cards in hand. We're gonna take a prize here. We're okay with that. All right, Superior Energy Teammates is great too, right? If they knock out the Inteleon. So let's do Aqua Bullet. We definitely want to put damage on the Sneasel. Let's take a prize. Floatstone. Floatstone's not a bad pickup here either. I think we're looking good. I think we're looking fine for this match. Alright, Arcobite. Our opponent is digging. Trainer's Mail. So again, I don't know what they're looking for here. Their deck has a lot of very cheap, efficient threats, but I haven't seen any heavy hitters. Are they going to scoop up the Sneasel? This more Pekko goes really well with their Frozen City and damage stadiums in play. This is a pretty sweet deck. I'm pretty impressed. If you get a chance, I don't know if Phoenix Fire streams or anything like that, but if you get a chance to talk to this dude or mention him in the Discord or anything like that, talk to this dude, man. This is a good idea. I like this a lot. A lot of innovation. There's a Sneasel. It's gonna Marnie. Are you looking for a way to get the Weavile back, maybe? I mean, yeah, we're... Alright. Our opponent is telling us well played. Let's give him a well played too. Fun game. Alright. That time the deck did its thing. Very enjoyable. You know, we had some long game. We had some long game there. I enjoyed that. Alright. Let's see if they'll play us again. Alright, boom. Alright, back to it. Alright. Maybe going second there felt right. Alright, we won the flip. No, we do not want to die to Fasting. Fasting kill us. Alright, we got the Lapras. Lapras is one of our better starters. It can kind of stall, which is really imperative to what we need to do. And then it hits big late game, right? Even mid game. So its Icy Wind ability puts things to sleep. Splash Arch just at 100 to a bench Pokemon. So hitting supporter Pokemon is really important in this format, and they usually just chill out on the beach, right? Alright, Heavy Ball. What you got? Now, oddly enough, we have Quick Ball, we have Level Ball. We could Guzma and Hala for a stadium here. Oddly enough, I don't think we ever want to do that in this situation just because the stadiums are so important to their game plan. So I think we just hold on to this in hand. So I do want to go Energy. I do want to go Quick Ball. Do I want to ditch Peonia? I might ditch Peonia here. and then that might set us up for a Guzman Hala anyway. Let's... A lot of things we can do, right? Let's level ball first. Let's just see what's in our deck. So Squirtle and Wartortle in there. Remoraid, Octillery are there too. Manaphy, we have those things. Our Inteleon. Okay, all of our Pokemon are in our deck. So what do we want to get? To be fair, we probably just want to get Wartortle here. And then I definitely want to quick ball away the Peonia. And let's go and get Squirtle. Let's play Squirtle. Do we Guzman Hala here? And just discard these two things? Let's wait a turn. Let's see if we can put this to sleep. It's asleep, but it wakes up. Okay. So next turn, depending on what we draw, we're going to evolve Wartortle. We might Evolution Incense here, and we might even ditch the Blastoise. I know it seems rough. Maybe we should have gotten Snom Frosmoth. Maybe that would have been better. Let's see. Alright, Green's Exploration here. Search your deck for 2 trainers cards. I'm assuming they're getting their Stadium and something else. Alright, Stadium and a Quick Ball. They are desperate for basic Pokemon. So this is one of the reasons why I'm not playing This Was Good. I wonder if they have an energy too. If they have an energy. They didn't play one last turn. Okay, up to 30. Quick Ball. Okay, they discard energy. What a show of strength here from our opponent. I'm assuming they have another energy here. Free Retreat, Rattata into Spiritomb. Spiritomb for the knockout. Oh, plus a Dark Claw. Just sad. Just sad for us all day. All day sad times. Okay, energy. Well, let's evolve this. Let's Evolution Incense. Let's get our Empoleon. Let's put this... Gosh, do we want to put it on our Wartortle? We're kind of hoping here, right? We're just kind of hoping that things happen for us that are good. Alright, buy Blastoise, buy Empoleon. Let's get Brooklet Hill. And is it crazy just not to get anything else, just so that we can draw with Empoleon? Alright, I don't know if it's too crazy. Just because, like, these cards aren't doing anything for us this turn. Then we're just wasting the cards we discarded. Tough. Life is tough. Capture Energy always gets us a Pokemon next turn. Brooklet Hill gets us one this turn. I still think it's better to just go for it. Let's just try, right? Let's try to get something good here. Let's get the Articuno. Let's put Empoleon out there. Okay. Not too bad. Alright. Now we just retreat into our Empoleon. And it might get knocked out, it might live, and then if it lives, we just need to find an energy, right? Yeah, not sure, but hey, we're trying. Oh, by the way, Eric, thanks for the follow, dude. Appreciate it. Alright, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. Bicycle's pretty good. In our opponent's deck, if you haven't been here, they're trying to utilize stadiums that deal damage to themselves. Gape Jaw, Bog, Frozen City, Old Cemetery, and then they're playing Pokemon who enjoy being hurt. It's a very masochistic deck. More Peko over here. They've got Spiritomb. Oh goodness, that's gonna pack a punch. Alright. Up to 40. Alright. The more Peko is probably going to do enough here. Alright. We're going to put out the Wartortle. Energy, baby. Okay, cool. Energy's good. Let's Ball Guy. Let's Dive Ball, Net Ball, Ultra Ball. Let's go Net Balling. Let's get the Staryu. Why didn't I think about this sooner? Let's get the Staryu. It's just gonna be insane, right? Like, just attach energy to the Staryu if I get a chance, and it's just going to crush. Gosh, alright. So now what do we do? I think we definitely want to attach here. And then I think we just wait till next turn to Empoleon. Do we put out our Articuno just as a sacrifice? We could bubble, right? We want to bubble. So let's do this. Alright, that's painful. Let's Dive Ball. Let's get this Remoraid. Let's play the Remoraid, and let's... Oh, dang it, we forgot to bubble. Misclick. Alright. Maybe in the long run that won't hurt us. If not, we're going to look back at this bubble and be like, man, it could have been paralyzed. Alright. Just good cards all around from our opponent here. Alright, let's Staryu. Yeah, our opponent has just discarded their net. Alright, so we will Ultra Ball. Let's go and get... Gosh, Octillery or Starmie? Octillery just gives us so much more to look for, but Starmie just helps us, right? So let's Starmie. And then let's Empoleon. Alright, Snom is fun, Nessa's fun. Let's put down Snom. Let's do this. Let's Nessa. We probably want Lapras, that, and 2 energy. I just think the whole Blastoise evolution we're probably too late for, right? Alright, let's multi-shot. Let's discard 2. We're going to do 30, 30. So boom, boom, take 2 prizes. Starmie's just nuts. Like, why didn't I think about this sooner? Like, our opponent is just hurting themselves. We have a Pokemon that just snipes. It's Snarmy. Snarmy. So good. So good. This is why I think this Starmie... There's 2 Starmies in these water decks that you can end up playing. And the other Starmie lets you discard a card and get 2 energy from your discard pile back to your hand. And that card is also very good, especially in rain style type decks. But this Starmie's ability where you're just discarding to your graveyard to do 30 to whatever you want is just pretty good too. Let's see. We only have 1 Pokemon with abilities. We are going to lose this. We get to snipe the Rattata though. And they're going to get those back. Damage pump. Where are you putting the 2 damage counters? Okay. I don't know what to kill. Well, I think now we know what we're killing. Go Empoleon. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's Pal Pad. Let's put Nessa back in our deck. Let's put Guzma and Hala back in our deck. Let's attach an energy to Empoleon. It's going to take 20. Let's go ahead and Ice Dance onto the Articuno. And then, do we still just get to Marnie? Yeah, we do. Alright, cool. Draw the Nessa. Draw another water energy if we need it. I think we just save that in our hand, to be fair. Let's go Water Arrow. Let's hit that. So we're in a bit of an iffy spot here, where our opponent is going to take a prize here, right? I guess they can't with Weavile, right? The Weavile is going to do... I don't know if the Alpha text counts as an ability or not, to be honest. We're going to find out. So this can do 100, right? 150 if we're wrong about this. So ability. Ooh, we got a discard from our bench. Gosh, do we discard the Frosmoth to protect against the attack? I don't think that's right. I think we just say goodbye. Goodbye, Remoraid. So we have to promote something. This just dies, right? I don't think it does, actually. I think it lives. Alright, this is pretty sweet. Let's do some things. Let's do this. Let's Peony. Let's get a bucket. Let's get Viridian Forest. So Viridian Forest. Let's get rid of that thing. Let's go bucket. Let's get the 2 energy out of our deck. Let's go ahead and attach them. Let's go ahead and Empoleon here. Let us... Do we retreat here? Let's super run. Let's put Staryu, Starmie, water energy back in our deck. Let's go ditch the Drizzile. Let's go get a water energy. Oh, did we mess up? We might have messed up because I think we attached energy without using Frosmoth's ability, so now we can't attach to our Empoleon. Oh, mistake. Hey, you live and you learn, right? What can you say? I think so. We do that. So now this is probably enough, right? Yeah. GG's. Let's play one more. Let's see if our opponent will play one more with us. Learning the deck. Bummed about the way that happened. The way that we didn't attach to our bench Pokemon in the correct way that we wanted to. But, you know, not the end all. Again, super fun game. I enjoyed that. Alright, again, learning. Looks like our opponent's telling us maybe I'm good. Let's see. Just giving our opponent the props on their deck. Super fun deck. Yeah, the water deck. This water deck is sweet, dude. I'm really enjoying like just the couple games that we've had here. Again, don't have too much experience with the water decks, but it's fun. It's a fun time. You know, I think that's going to be it mostly for the stream. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the deck and what I felt about it. We had lots of misplays there. We're learning the deck. I think I'm going to play this deck again on Friday. We're dubbing this Water Week. I think the deck runs, right? We definitely sometimes value Frosmoth over Blastoise, and I think we have to figure that out. And that's something I'm just going to have to learn through playing. Again, Frosmoth only attaches to our bench Pokemon, whereas we can deluge onto anything. And that at the end there was an example of we did it wrong. We definitely should have attached it to our Empoleon. That being said, this Empoleon was just lights out. Sure, we discarded stuff aggressively to kind of get this Empoleon into play. But man, 60 damage to anything, and this can happen pretty quickly in the game, is just pretty good. Again, that last turn of the game, I think if we had killed the Spiritomb with this ability, we survive our opponent's attack on the swing because it just has 160 HP. And then we're able to switch this out of the active zone into something else to kill for the last prize. So I think we had a way to go at the end there. I mean, but, you know, again, like I said, we live and we learn. We're learning these decks. We're new to the format. Thank you guys all for bearing with that as I'm trying to get better. That being said, the deck was smooth. The deck ran nicely. I'm not sure how I felt about the Wishiwashi, and it might have just been the opponent's deck that we were playing against. I'm sure that this deck is just like lights out in some matchups. Here, if we attach 2 energy to it, it dies because our opponent is playing all of the stadiums that put damage on our Pokemon when we attach energy. So Wishiwashi wasn't very helpful there. We realized too late how good this Starmie was in that matchup. But again, we'll know for next time. Again, we're learning. This is awesome. But again, I think the deck is sweet. One consideration going forward is this card right here. I just traded for it, and I didn't want to try it in the deck today. It's brand new. It's the Kyogre from Crown Zenith. And its dynamic wave attack, put 3 energy attached to this Pokemon into your hand. This attack does 180 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Any Pokemon, just 180 damage. And since we're a Raindance, Ice Dance deck, the 3 energy back to our hand just doesn't matter, right? Because then next turn we just equip it and we go. So this card is insane. On Friday, I think I'm going to try this card in the deck. It's going to maybe require some switching things around. We might have to go back to a traditional Wailord style deck, just because if we get rid of anything, it's probably this Lapras. And if we're getting rid of the Lapras, does it make sense to run the Rapid Strike energy with just the Starmie and the Wishiwashi? So again, those are things we're going to be looking at. I'll look at it, maybe play test a little bit, and on Friday, show you guys what I'm thinking going forward. Anyway, that's the stream. Thanks, guys, for coming in, tuning in, checking it out. If you haven't hit that follow button, I would appreciate it. Again, trying to get followers up. You can check out this video. This video will be up on Twitch. It's also going to be up on YouTube. So again, if you head over to YouTube, follow, subscribe, like the video, and whatnot. Again, I appreciate all your support, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Have a good night.